waterproofing membrane has dried. And what we've started to do is dry fit the tiles. And while we're not going to dry fit the whole floor, we're going to do about 3 rows where we have the most complicated cuts. And there really aren't that many complicated cuts in this. We have the one around the closet flange, and then one around the vent, and then we're all set. We're basically just setting tiles. They chose a faux wood tile, and it's 8 inches by 24 inches, and what we're going to be doing is setting this on thirds. So if you look over there, we started with the 24 inch, then we went down to the 16 inch, and then we went down to the 8 inch. So that's how we're setting this. We're going to pull this up, and then we're going to set these tiles and then keep going from there. It really shouldn't take that long. This is a fairly easy and even lay. Everything squares up nicely. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix some thin set. I'm not going to mix this whole bag because this floor is way too small for a 50-pound bag of thin set. We are using an unmodified Laticrete thin set. That's because the floor is waterproof. There won't be that much absorption. And what we're going to do, for about every 17 pounds of thin set, we want about a gallon of water. And I'm going to pour that in, and then we're going to pour this in, and we're going to mix this. And I usually mix this to, another way of looking at this is mixing this to the consistency of peanut butter. And that's pretty much like peanut butter. Okay, so we've got our thin set mixed. We have some rinse water. We have our tiles. We have our notch trowel. We have a sponge. And we have a floor that's ready to be tiled. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to wipe the floor down so that there's no dust or particulate on it that would help prevent the thin set from bonding. And we're going to do the same with the tiles as we go along. Tiles that come in boxes sometimes have dust on them, and what we want to do is make sure that there is no dust on the backs of the tiles before we butter them. And this way the thin set is bonding to that tile and not to any dust that's on the back of the tile. So that's going to be our first tile. We're just going to do this for the whole first row. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to notch this out. And we're going to put thin set all along the floor. And then we're going to butter the backs of the tiles, and then we're going to set the tiles in the thin set. Take the thin set, get some gobs of it. In there, working it on the flat side first, making sure we have a nice thorough coat. Now we're going to start notching this and bringing the excess over here. And you want the notch trowel at a 45-degree angle, which is kind of hard under the drywall. Just a little bit of forgiveness with tile. So take that thin set again, spread it with the flat edge, get it worked into all of the corners. And now, as I get excess, I'm going to put it in the back of the bucket, or back in the bucket. And I want to take a look right here. There is not enough thin set right there. We want notches like this, not like that. So that's incomplete. So I'm going to bring that back. Good, solid notches. And I'm sure using the shorter end of the trowel right here because I can get it in there. All right, now we're going to set the tiles. What I'm going to do is butter this first tile. This is a very simple process. Make sure that all the thin set will get in these little crevices. Buttered tile, or I guess there's 1 to 2% that I missed. But we're going to take this around the edges, clean that up, and we're going to set this tile. This is the corner. I'm going to move this out of the way. Slide that in like that. Push that in. I'm going to clear this little line out here. Massage that back into place. And then what I usually do is clear this thin set away from the tiles as I go along. And wait to reset. Take this. Here is where we will put in the spacers. And we're using something that's probably about 1/8 of an inch spacer. With these board tiles, I don't like too large of a grout line. And we're gonna put 2 in there. Clear this thin set away. As we go along. Going to pull out the thin set right there so we don't have any thin set in our grout lines. This way we won't have to go back and clean out the grout lines of excess thin set. This guy. And what you want to really be careful of when setting tile is lippage. You want to make sure all of the edges are pushed down nicely to where they match. And that's what I'm doing right here. Checking to make sure we don't have any significant lippage. There are tiles, particular larger format long tiles, like these board tiles. And these are not terribly long. I mean, this is 24 inch by 8 inch tile. There are some tiles that will have bows in them, and they have actual spacers that will bring the tiles together and prevent any lippage whatsoever. But for this, I can really kind of feel how close these are. And I can make sure that they're nice and flat so when you walk on them, you won't feel a thing. There we go. Okay, so we're here. The floor has been tiled and we've taken all of the spacers out. We've cleared out the grout lines of any extra thin set. And we're now ready to grout the floor. I have a bucket of clean rinse water, a sponge, put that out there. This is a smaller floor, so we're going to use a smaller bucket. And I've completely wiped this clean so that there's no debris in it that would get into the grout. Grout lines. We have a bag of sanded grout. This is about 1/8 of an inch line here. So we're going to use sanded. Some people say you can use unsanded grout in 1/8 of an inch grout lines, but I switch over to sanded at that point. We have a margin trowel here, which will help us scoop the grout mixing drill. So this is a 10-pound bag. You mix this with about 26 ounces of water. We're not going to mix this whole bag. We're going to mix a portion of it. And again, we're really looking for that peanut butter-like consistency. So we'll put the proper amounts of water per the amount of grout that we're going to use. We're going to mix that up, and then we're going to apply the grout. So right now, we've mixed the grout and we've gotten it to a proper consistency. You can see there's no extra dry grout in here. We're gonna let this sit for a few minutes and then we're gonna mix it again. It's basically what you're trying to do is start to get it to react before you put it in. You wanna give it some time. I think the term is to schlade up. And it's where the grout starts its reaction, and you can check the consistency one more time, make sure you have a really good grout to work with.